Welcome back, everybody, to the Johnny Guitar channel. Today we are playing Skyrim Anniversary Edition, New Dawn with Winterborn. Welcome back. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is doing well today. Sorry, I got my laundry going. Okay, we're good. We are good. Okay, well, this is our boy Winterborn and his large party of vampire hunters. And today we're going to be doing the Dawnguard questline. And we just dropped off in the last episode. Check out the Johnny Guitar channel for more. In the last episode we dropped Serana off at Fort or Castle Volkihar. And we picked up Sebastian Lort from Rimrock Borough, I believe. Anyways. Yeah, this is Fort Dawnguard, and today we're going to be doing a little more exploring around Fort Dawnguard, and we're going to hunt us some stinking vampires. Thank you guys for joining us here on the Johnny Guitar channel. You guys like Fallout? Do you like Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 4? How about Oblivion Remastered? If so, check out the Johnny Guitar channel. I play a lot of fun games. Sometimes I make videos of my dogs. And I also play some indie games like Upcoming. There's a really cool indie game we're going to be launching in a couple weeks. So, stay tuned to the Johnny Guitar channel. Like this live stream. Subscribe if you haven't already. But most of all, thank you for joining us here. Let us begin Skyrim Anniversary Edition, New Dawn, with our boy Winterborn.
Look at this. I should have known it was only a matter of time before they found us. It's the price we pay for openly recruiting. We'll have to step up our defenses. I don't suppose you have some good news for me. Of course. Why did I suppose differently? Fine. Tell me what you know. A woman? Trapped in there? That doesn't make any sense. Who is she? More importantly, where is she? And so you delivered her to them. They what? And you didn't stop them? You didn't secure the scroll? Right. So they have this woman and an Elder Scroll. By the Divines. This couldn't get much worse. This is more than you and I can handle. Well, of course we do. I'm old, not stupid. We're just going to need some help. If they're bold enough to attack us here, then this may be bigger than I thought. I have good men here, but there are people I've met and worked with over the years. We need their skills, their talents, if we're going to survive this. If you can find them, we might have a chance. Right to the point, aren't you? I like that. Not like those fools in the Order. We should keep it small. Too many people and we'll draw unwanted attention to ourselves. I think we'll want Serene Gerard. Breton girl, whip smart and good with tinkering. Fascination with the Dwemer. Weapons in particular. Last I knew, she was out in the Reach, convinced she was about to find the biggest dwarven ruins yet. Might need a little convincing, but she should. You'll also want to find Gunmar. Big brute of a Nord. Hates vampires almost as much as I do. Got it into his head years back that his experience with animals would help. Trolls in particular, from what I hear. Last I knew, he was out scouring Skyrim for more beasts to tame. Bring the two of them back here, and we can get started on coming up with a plan. Isn't it obvious? They're soft. The lot of them. Totally unprepared for any real threat. And yet I was the one ridiculed for trying to be ready for anything. Too extreme, they called me. Well, that doesn't seem to have worked out in their favor now, has it? Vampires need to be dealt with, hunted, rooted out, destroyed. Once there was a group dedicated to a similar cause. They called themselves the Dawnguard. That was a long time ago, but the idea was and is a good one. That's why I'm bringing it back. This latest attack proves it's the right time. Well, at least you're smart enough to want to learn more. I'll show you what I can. Watch your back.
Okay. We could go into Fort Dawnguard immediately. We could, everybody. But, I think we should go grab Gunmar and, Serene Gerard first. And then we will go into Fort Dawnguard. But there's also something I want to do. So we've been running around Skyrim for several episodes of this playthrough so far. And there's been one thing absent from the map. In fact, there's been one thing absent from the sky, and that is dragons. I've already got the Dragonstone, right? Let's double check. Do I have the I've already got the Dragonstone. We might as well run that by Whiterun, fight the dragon at the Western Watchtower, and introduce dragons onto the map. I think that would... It'll only take us a few minutes, but I think it will be... Sorry. I think it'll be quite useful. Sounds like we're going to be running across the map more. Might as well add dragons to the mix. It'll just add a bit of drama and fun. Yeah.
Wherever the Daedra hide, the Vigil of Stendarr will cast them into the light. How can I argue with that? The suffering the Daedra cause will not go unpunished. Of course, Stendarr's light purify you of your ills. None escape the Vigil. All come into the light. Stendarr be with you.
Need a ride? My carriage is the safest way to travel. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. I can't wait here forever. You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they call themselves. I hear there's...
Soldiers? From which side? The Stormcloaks or the Imperial?
Come quietly or taste the Jarl's justice.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? You're going to rot in the Dragon's Reach dungeon.
What did I do to deserve this? What did I do to deserve this? I don't know. I don't know what I did. Son of a bitch. Ooh. I think I gotta back up, back up. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. Okay. What's the problem with this? Can I get back up in there? No, pretty much. Dang it. Yeah. I don't really know what I'm doing. It actually would have been in my best interest to just sleep, considering I don't have any of my stuff. So now I pretty much have to go find a guard and just ask to be put back in jail. Or I have to sneak back into... Anyways, I made a mistake. This was not a smart move. See, I think that's where all my stuff is.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? You're going to rot in the Dragon's Reach dungeon.
So, you know that gold that I stole? I grabbed a bag of gold that was marked as stealing. They don't take that away from you, do they? Anyways, let's just play it smart and serve my time. Strangely enough, in survival mode, serving your time in jail does not appear to count as sleeping, which I find odd. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm remembering that incorrectly. It's been a while since I've served time in a Skyrim prison. That ice blade and ice armor looks so cool. Or Stalrim, I guess it could also be called. Oh my gosh, you are not gonna... Yeah, look at that, I'm even more tired than I was before. What time is it, 6 o'clock? Do I have all my stuff back though? Yes, what about my apparel? So, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm wearing the ragged robes as well as this. That happens when you go to prison. They put back your armor, but they also put on the ragged robes, I guess? I don't know. But the reason I'm not taking these off, the reason we may as well leave them on, is they're giving me extra warmth rating. My warmth rating is at 198. Okay, good. In survival, that's good. So we're going to cruise down to the Bannered Mare. We're gonna get ourselves some food and some sleep. And then we'll go talk to the Jarl. I wonder what I did. I don't even remember what my original crime was to warrant such harsh treatment from the city guards. Thank you for watching, Johnny
Come
Guitar.
on in. Let me know
If it's work you're looking for,
take a seat by the fire and I'll
Hulda's
send
the one
someone
to
over.
talk to. If you need more food or drink, speak to Hulda. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Now please, no more questions.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fire? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Yes.
Let's do a little bit of cooking. See what we can cook for a moment. So, because we're in survival mode and because I have fire salts on me, I think we can cook. There we go. We can cook some hot stuff. I'd love to cook. There we go. Hot vegetable soup. This is the most useful
Mind your
item
manners
in
and pay
food
your
item
bills,
in survival
and
mode.
you'll always be welcome.
I get 1 point of health per second for 720 seconds. Super useful. Warmth is increased by 25 points. Restore 200 points of cold. Yeah. We could also do a hot potato soup. This one just restores 10 points of health, but still quite good if... Ooh, hot cabbage soup. What about beef stew? Okay. I think hot beef stew. Stamina is increased 25 points for 720 seconds. Yes. Okay. I feel good. I feel good about this whole endeavor. Is there anything else I can cook that would just be good for eating? Usually you want to save the hot... There we go. There we go. Yeah, you want to save your hot soups for when you're traveling up north, near Dawnstar or Winterhold, places where it's just incredibly cold. No point in wasting it here in Whiterun. Let's go ahead and eat an apple pie for dessert. We're gonna sleep until the Momo, and then we'll head straight up to Dragon's Reach. It'll be fun. Fighting dragons in Skyrim. It's kind of annoying because sometimes you're just trying to get from point A to point B, and there's like just a stupid amount of dragons that keep bothering you.
If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place.
Huh?
But also, dragons are funny, the way that they kind of randomly appear. Also, the reactions of my party. And I've been thinking a lot about my party here, right? So we've got our leader, Winterborn, who is clearly a kind of like heavy armor, tanky vampire hunter. I dual wield Dawnbreaker and an ebony axe. I've got a elven crossbow, and yeah, I'm a vigilant of Stendarr. We got Vigilance, our dog. He's, you know, a dog. Roderick here is also a vigilant of Stendarr. He does have a gladius blade, but he usually uses magic, so in a way he's our mage. We've got Enmon, who has no armor and has a pickaxe for a weapon. He seems pretty good at sneaking though, so maybe we can pretend like he's our thief.
Don't even think about it.
Thief character. And then where's our last one? Where'd Sebastian go? I don't know where Sebastian is.
Hey, watch it!
So I've got the Staff of Worms that allows me to reanimate a corpse for ever until the corpse dies itself. But sometimes a corpse just disappears as well, which is I think possibly what happened to Sebastian, which is too bad because what you can do is before you raise a corpse, you could put decent weapons on it, and then when you raise it, it will usually use whatever weapons you put on it. So Sebastian had a really nice mace. I think it was like an elven mace.
Well, there's no telling.
Anyways. Shit. Hopefully he's still somewhere.
I only counsel caution.
Alright, let's do this. Thank you for watching Johnny Guitar. I sure do love Skyrim. How do you guys feel about Skyrim?
You have to listen.
What would you have me do then?
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving
This is
visitors.
no time for rash action. I just think we
Well,
need more
that explains why the
information.
guards let you in.
I just...
Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak
Who's
to you
this, then?
personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If
The
that
Jarl of
dragon is lurking in the
will view
mountains.
that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Rubbish. We should be
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Okay, great. Another mod I have is a mod called Better Reading. And all it does is it adds the amount of skill books in the game. Like, it doesn't add new books, it just turns more of the existing books into skill books. For instance, Cats of Skyrim right here gives me an effect. So some books give you a skill point, other books give you an effect. Like, for instance... Oh, there we go. 20% critical chance against saber cats. I've also, because I just read that book about wisps, I also am better against wisps. Okay, awesome. And I've already, I mean, we're already level 27, so I've already read most of the extra skill books in the game, but yes, okay. Okay, enough goofing off, you guys.
Farengar, I think I've found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. Ah, indeed? The Jarl. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow. Find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber. Ah, the Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. You'll have to see the Jarl about that, maybe his steward Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately.
Farengar. Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
You came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what
I want to hear about this dragon.
About the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last
Okay, let's just head down to the Western Watchtower and get this over with, okay? I guess we can swing by Arcadia. So yeah, we're not going to be doing the main quest. I just want dragons to be flying around. It just makes the game a little more interesting. Sometimes annoying.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. You look rather pale. Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation.
Yeah.
Here. These potions should suffice.
They better suffice. Illusion, enhanced stamina, brief invisibility.
Come
Worth
back
it for the
anytime if you need
invisibility.
a remedy.
So I've got a couple mods going. I've already mentioned a few of them. One of my favorite mods here in Skyrim. I am playing on a PlayStation, so modding is limited. But it's not that bad. Like, the mods that are available on PlayStation rarely crash the game. Like, you don't need to worry about them just totally crashing your game or corrupting your save file. So you have less mods on the PlayStation, but it's easier to install them, and they are less likely to break your game. So anyways, Obsidian Weathers is one of my favorites. It just, as you can see, it makes the mountains just a little more foggy. And I think this is really cool because there's not a great draw distance or sight distance in this game, meaning those mountains would normally have like very low resolution, no graphics. And so the fog on the mountains kind of hides the fact that they're not as detailed from afar as they would be up close. So it makes Skyrim just seem a little more like foggy and cold. It's one of my favorite weather mods. It also creates more rainstorms and more thunder. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's get this over with. Thanks for watching,
No
Johnny
signs
Guitar.
of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we'll deal with.
Get under cover. The dragon, it's still around somewhere. Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
Talos, save us! It's a dragon! Fort to me, dragon!
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. That would prove it. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather was a Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like... Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who kill dragons.
Okay, I guess I'm Dragonborn. I guess I am Dragonborn. Winterborn, Dragonborn. So I think we do need to go stop in with the Jarl Balgruuf here. Because I don't know if dragons are really introduced to the map. And let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong, but I believe that... Dovahkiin! I think in order to truly get the dragons back, you do have to have a conversation with the Jarl Balgruuf.
Do you hunt? The plains outside Whiterun are ripe with game.
Well met, kinsman.
You know, you guys, I find Skyrim to be just a very peaceful game. Lately I've been playing Enderal, which is a total conversion mod of Skyrim Special Edition. It's pretty awesome. It's got a really in-depth storyline, and the combat is difficult. Like, it's got its own survival mode, and it's quite difficult to survive. The enemies are really tough. And I enjoy that. I enjoy that difficulty that the game has. I guess if I had any kind of criticism of Skyrim, it's incredibly easy. Here we go. Here's that rain I was talking about, everybody. It's loud as shit. Let's get inside. Okay, so I mentioned that Skyrim is easy, and I know what you're saying. You're saying, hey Johnny, why not just crank the difficulty up to Legendary? Yeah, the difficulties in Skyrim are pretty lame. All they do is add, like, health and damage to the enemies, but they don't improve the enemy weapons or the enemy AI. Pathing, combat, stuff like that. And that is really where I'd rather have a game be difficult. Like, yes, I want to crank up the difficulty in the sense that the enemies hit harder and they have more health, sure. But I want the enemies to start carrying unique weapons and to have unique armors, especially if it's not just a bandit, but a bandit chief. The dude should have a good sword, and I would like difficulties to increase the AI pathing and combat of the enemies. I think that would be really interesting. Skyrim doesn't do that.
Here. The Jarl's been waiting
but
for
Enderal does. Alright, let's blast our way through this conversation. There's a good amount of lore involved with this.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that. So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice, the ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
Let's get to the Forsworn
That's the
camp.
Greybeards'
Her life could be in
business,
danger.
not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Okay.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, awesome. There is Lydia. I love Lydia as a companion, but we're kind of doing this whole vampire hunting thing, so I think it'd be better for us to keep Roderick as our companion. So Lydia, I love you, but maybe in another playthrough.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you.
Yeah, see you later, Lydia. Patricia, hello. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, everybody, let's get the F out of here. Get out of Whiterun. We need to go pick up. We've got to go get Gunmar and Serene Gerard and recruit them to the Dawnguard.
Yes. Balgrup and I share a battle bond. We met as youth and forged our friendship in the fire of war.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We will pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. We will find her eventually.
I'm wondering if I should do the Sadia My Time of Need quest. It's been many years since I've done that quest. Alright, let's just get out of here.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Patricia, you just woke up. You wake up and you're having breakfast with Skyrim. Great choice. You're off to a good start. I think... Gosh, I don't know where the closer location would be. Let's go to Solitude. We'll go this route.
Climbing back and we'll be off. You best hurry it up.
Anyways, my time in need. The quest where you... Yeah. Patricia, you slept in, did ya? Son of a bitch, it's raining here as well. Damn it. Frickin' Skyrim. Oh man, yeah. Enmon is indeed alive, but you know who we lost? Our corpse, Sebastian Lort. He just disappeared on us. He didn't die, he disappeared, and he had my axe with him. Okay, this is ridiculous. It's really just the rain. The rain is so frickin' loud. God, it pisses me off. Anyways, my time of need with Sadia. It's been years since I've done that quest, but it occurs to me now that I know more about the Red Guards and how they have been resisting the Thalmor, and how the Red Guards split from the Empire when the Empire signed the White Gold Concordat. It really makes me completely rethink whether Sadia is guilty or not of her accused crimes. So maybe at some point we will do the My Time in Need quest. For now though, I think we need to head to Dragon's Reach, and then head a little bit further. I'm not going to fully turn the sound of the rain off because it does kind of set a nice mood to it. Maybe I'll just... Oh, Patricia. Sorry, Patricia, you're saying you don't believe Klamatsu in My Time of Need quest. I'm actually more likely to believe Klamatsu than Sadia. See, normally I just automatically kind of believe Sadia because, you know, she's just living her life as a bartender in a bar, whereas Klamatsu and his boys are all hiding out.
Soon.
I mean, we're going to have to replay that quest. We're going to have to reevaluate the My Time in Need quest. One of the reasons and once again, I still need to reevaluate the quest. But if Klamatsu is lying and Sadia is the honest one, we know that the Red Guard resisted the Thalmor and have even been fighting them. There's a war between the Thalmor and the Red Guard that's happening pretty much right now, at this moment. And that's why this whole, like, civil war in Skyrim is also kind of annoying to the Thalmor, I imagine. Or it's good for them. Either, you can look at it several different ways. But, I can't, you know, if Klamatsu is lying, then that implies that Klamatsu and all of his Red Guard brethren are working for the Thalmor, and that doesn't seem to be something... Like, I could believe that Sadia, as an individual, sold out to the Thalmor. Sure, she's an individual. She wanted the money, or perhaps she was intimidated, but Sadia sold herself out to the Thalmor, and now she's on the run. An individual doing it. But it seems to me that the Red Guards have a lot of reasons to hate the Thalmor Dominion, and so it seems weird to me that so many, like this is Klamatu, his boys that he's hanging out with, as well as all of the Red Guards running around Skyrim. They're all working for the Thalmor? I don't know. It seems weird that so many people would betray their own people. So for that reason, I kind of side with Klamatu, but once again, I haven't played this quest in a long time. Okay, so we need to run and find Miss Gerard. Patricia says, not necessarily. Could be feuding Redguard clans. Someone who knows more said the city she is... Wait. I lost that. Okay, let's go warm up by the fire for just a moment. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Patricia says someone who knows more said the city she is from is already Imperial leaning. Maybe she lives on one of the, like, coastal cities that is Imperial leaning. Meaning, by Imperial leaning, see, where are the frickin' Red Guards from again? Is it High Rock? They were already part of the Empire, but they resisted the Thalmor and the Empire, like, giving into the Thalmor, right? So I don't think that the Red Guards necessarily dislike the Empire or the Imperial seat in Cyrodiil. I think they're more upset with the Thalmor itself, the High Elves. So as a result, I'm sure there could be Redguard cities that are Imperial leaning, but you're saying Imperial leaning means they're fine with the White Gold Concordat Treaty. Okay, I think what this ultimately means, Patricia, is that I probably need to do that quest. We need to read all the books about the Red Guards and High Rock and the Alakir, and then we need to, yeah, just kind of do some research on that. Now, I've seen some, oh my god, it's Vigilance versus a bear and a wolf. No. Bears. Because you notice if you do side with Klamatu, he uses a paralysis spell on Sadia. He could just kill her right then and there. I don't know. I guess, yeah, we gotta do some more research, get all the facts, look at it from various angles, because that's how we do stuff. kind of like this section of the map. I find it pretty interesting. Get him. Get him. But yeah, this section of the map is really cool. I think it's mostly I personally don't explore. What part of the map is this? The northwest? Yeah. I usually don't explore this side of the map. Just I couldn't tell you why. But it's nice and rocky. It's kind of there's a lot of Forsworn. It is a little hard to traverse. But I find it mysterious. I'd say if there's any part of the Skyrim map I haven't spent a ton of time in, it's going to be the Reach. Crags and junipers. This kind of reminds me of home, if we're being honest. I'd say that the mountain ranges I live in myself are also full of rocks, cliffs, and juniper trees.
I feel invincible.
Show me what you got. At your best. True lords never die. Die, beast.
Okay, nice. Patricia says that you like Markarth, huh? I wonder why people don't like Markarth. I think Markarth is pretty awesome. And I think the first couple times I was there, it can get confusing when you're running around Markarth, but I like it, and I find it actually quite interesting. I like how the city is run by the Silverbloods. I find that kind of interesting. You have the whole history in Markarth with Ulfric's Stormcloak and the Forsworn takeover. And then in the Jarl's house in Markarth, I mean, that's amazing. The Jarl's place is built in an old Dwemer ruin, and it connects with these like vast underground tunnels. So I really like Markarth. Okay, so I think we lost Sebastian Lort. I think we freaking lost him, you guys. He's gone. He's gone and he's never coming back. We've fast traveled several times and he just hasn't come back. So I think we need to get ourselves another corpse follower. That Forsworn that I slew up here, where is she? She's a dual wielder. There she is. Now, one of the problems with the Staff of Worms is if Sebastian is still alive somewhere out there in the world, this won't work. Okay, no. Sebastian must have died somewhere. I have not been fighting enemies though, so I just could not imagine where Sebastian could have possibly perished. But it happens, I guess. In between episodes, I did turn off survival mode and I fast traveled to Gallows Hall in order to drop off some goods like the Mask of Clavicus File and the Ancestor's Hide armor. Anyway, so I dropped a couple things off. Maybe it was the mud crabs outside of Gallows Hall that tore apart dear Sebastian Lort? We will never know because I will never go back and double check that. He did have a nice mace on him though, so it is a bit of a shame. Do I hear a bear? There's a bear, everyone. Be cautious. Enmon is such a coward. He like just runs away from everything. Oh my god, Enmon. I mean, it's my own fault. I have a mod on called Immersive Citizens that causes citizens to run from danger. This is to prevent things like, you know, the only blacksmith in town trying to fight a dragon with a pickaxe, right? Most citizens, not guards, but most citizens should not be engaging in fights with dragons. It's just weird that the game is built that way. Ooh, Patricia, you had an Ice Mage forsworn. That'd be nice to have a Briar Heart. Okay, so we need to recruit these two people into the Dawnguard. They're old friends of Isran, and once we do that, we can return to Fort Dawnguard and do some exploring and maybe learn some more of the lore of the fort. Okay, before we talk to her, we head over to the river, and there's a bag of gears. We're just gonna grab those. And by gears, I mean gyros. What is this Dwemer convector for? This is not the first time I've seen one of these. What is the purpose of it, I wonder? A couple dwarven arrows here. Okay. It's got to be some quest, right? There's some quest involving Dwemer convectors, but I have no idea what it is. And then look at on the top of this chest, that blue gem. That sure looks like the Ethereum, doesn't it? Is that Ethereum? Oh, Patricia, Arneal's Endeavor. It's a college quest, I see. Alright, thank you for the information. Always appreciated.
Just, you haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? I'd swear I left it right here. Do you think mud crabs might have taken it? I saw one the other day. Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here. Just look around, will you?
Okay, a little bit of lore here, but Soren Gerard's ancestor is a member of the mages... Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. I was gonna say that she has a family member in the game Oblivion, which takes place 200 years before Skyrim. It's like her great-grandma, but I think I'm wrong. I don't think it's her. I think it's the restoration mage in the College of Winterhold.
Isran? Wants me? No, you must be mistaken. He made it exceedingly clear the last time we spoke that he had no interest in my help. I find it hard to believe he's changed his mind. He said some very hurtful things to me before I left. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse me...
What do you think the hurtful things that Isran said to her? Like, your hair sucks, or you're no good at vampire hunting. Cover up those wrists if you're going to be hunting vampires, you silly, silly girl. Stuff like that?
Yes, that was my point. I felt it was rather clear. Look, what is it you want from me? Vampires. Really? Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different scenarios that involved vampires overrunning the population. Well, what are they up to? I Well, that's actually something I never would have anticipated. Interesting. I'm not sure what they would do with one, but in this case, Isran is probably correct in thinking it isn't good. All right. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about what's going on so I can better defend myself. But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. It's too useful. I need at least one intact dwarven gyro. So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you? I'm sorry, but I'm not about to do that with at least a single gyro to show for my efforts. I understand that, but I really can't leave here without at least one usable piece of dwarven equipment. A single gyro would be enough, I think. Thank you. It's not much, but this will help a great deal with some things I've been researching. Now, where is it Isran expects me to go? Ah, been working more on his secret hideout, has he? It'll be interesting to see how much progress he's made. I'll finish up here and head in that direction as soon as I can. See you there. Mm-hmm. I guess I'll see you at Fort Dawnguard.
Okay. Let's head back to Fort Dawnguard, everybody. Son of a bitch. Yeah, sometimes I've done this before, and I guess I've never recorded it, but sometimes I like to create a Forsworn player character, and I start in Markarth. Oh. Disgusting. What are Spriggans? They're not Daedra, are they? And I guess I say that because my character is technically a Vigilant of Stendarr. But Spriggans aren't Daedra. They're not connected to any of the Daedra gods, right? I think Spriggans are more of like an animal. We'll pick up that. Did I start my Dark Elf yet? Because I want to do an Elf playthrough, but I think I expressed that I play as a Bosmer too much. I'm not ready to play as a High Elf, so I thought maybe a Dark Elf would be cool. Okay, I need to eat something. There we go. Yeah, did we decide what faction my Dark Elf would be doing? Like what faction his main storyline would revolve around? I could do the Dark Brotherhood. It's been a while since I've done the Dark Brotherhood. Oh no! Oh! Oh shit, you guys! Oh shit! Enmon! Is that Enmon? Oh. You bastard. You bastard, I saw that from a distance. Oh, jeez, they finally did it. Enmon was taken out by a mud crab. Mud crabs are no joke, though, so I'm not... Holy crap, Enmon. My love. Enmon, my love. Oh. You know, in a way, this is fortuitous, everybody. This is fortuitous. Because... Said Windhelm could easily talk to Aventus. Oh yes, a Windhelm Grey Quarter. Dagger only. Okay, let's get rid of this. I know where Gunmar is. I don't need the quest marker. I don't need that. Heart of Dibella. So this is the quest that Enmon was a part of. To appease the priestess of Dibella, I've agreed to find the young girl who will be their next Sibyl. The girl must be rescued from the Forsworn who have kidnapped her. So Enmon here is the father of the little girl we're searching for. And instead of having him run around the map fighting vampires and mud crabs, I was supposed to bring him to the Forsworn camp to help him rescue his daughter. But that didn't happen. So now we have a poor dead Enmon. But it's time to turn him into a beast. Looter?
Free again.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of her swords. 29 damage. Not too bad. Now, Enmon will not wear armor. Even if I put armor on his body, he won't wear it. But what I can do is I can take away his pickaxe. Yeah. Patricia says survives vampires and bandits, died to a mud crab. Very Skyrim. It's so true. It is so true. Okay, so I can give him the Forsworn sword. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay, I'm storing it on his body. I can store the sword on his body. And I've also got... I mean, I'm going to put this armor on him, but I really don't think he'll put it on. But maybe. Let's go ahead and store some armor on him. The most important thing is the Iron Shield of Dwindling Magic. I know that Enmon will use a sword and a shield if you put it on his body. So now, let's slap on the Staff of Worms. And now we're going to bring Enmon back to life forever and ever. We're never going to let him not be my best friend. No, 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 my friend. You do not get to rest. You do not get to go to Sovereign Guard or wherever the hell you are going to go. You now work for me, buddy. Let's go rescue your daughter, shall we? This will be fun. Okay, so we just need to make our way up to Broken Tower Redoubt. Okay. Now, of course, there's a chance that Enmon will just disappear. Much like Sebastian Lort did. Right, Enmon? You gonna disappear on me, buddy? It's gonna be hard to keep him alive, even though he's not technically alive. But the whole reason that Enmon died to that vicious mud crab attack was because he was running away from whatever danger I was in. Because of the Immersive Citizens mod, he just runs away like a coward. Because the NPCs, the game considers him as NPC citizen, so he runs away from danger. But now that he is undead, he will face danger with bravery and conviction. He won't run away like a little jerk boy. Okay, we need to make our way... Frickin', maybe this is why I don't like the Reach. It's just too rocky. I'm just trying to, like, get places, and I can't. Anyways, if I was to do a Dark Elf, Dark Brotherhood playthrough, which is a great idea, I think I would need to put limitations on myself, or at least the character. I would want a decent amount of... Oh, is this where we're going? Oh, crap. Okay. Okay. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, do I got everyone? No, Enmon's already gone. Did he already die? Enmon, where are you? We've already effed up. Jeez Louise, I think we've already lost to Enmon, which is not great. I don't love that. Crap. Hey, lady. I should probably drink some potions. Oh, there he is. Oh, Enmon, buddy. Enmon, buddy, friend. We're rescuing your daughter. Shake a leg, buddy. We got a lot of work to do.
Nothing.
Patricia said Black Skeever Dude is a good dead thrall. Black Skeever Dude. Is that the guy in the Riften tunnels? Oh, shit.
Someone there?
Enmon, hurry up, buddy. Pull out your frickin' axe. So our story will be... We're creating a new story, everybody. Oh, here's some more elven gilded armor. Too bad Enmon doesn't put on his armor. A glass mace. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, we're definitely going to use the glass mace. We're going to give it to Enmon at some point. He does not appear to be using... Oh. I'll grab that. Enmon does not appear to be, like, using the weapons that I gave him, which is disappointing. Grab whatever we can. Ooh, a ring. Okay, whatever. Anyways, the story is that instead of me having the Staff of Worms, it'll actually be this little girl who has the Staff of Worms. She's a little tiny necromancer girl, and she uses necromancy to keep her father alive. And her father's zombie, which follows her, actually is also kind of her protector. So if we were playing like D&D and she was in our group, she would have no combat skills on her own. It would all just be about her conjuring her father to do combat for her. And then Roderick is kind of our mage character. And then I guess I'm just like a dual-wielding tank who uses archery at times. Okay, there we go. That's our full... Oh, and then of course we have Vigilance. And that's it. That's our full D&D party. What is happening?
What was that?
Enmon, please.
God impressed.
Watch out, rocks. Everybody watch out for rocks.
Is someone there?
Enmon, do you think you're going to be able to run past the rocks without dying, buddy? I don't think he's probably going to die. Shit. Can I move the rocks? I'm going to try to move the rocks. Yeah, I can't move them. Okay, try not to die, Enmon.
Come and face the Forsworn.
It's time. It's time. Okay. Enmon? Buddy? Maybe we should go through a... Oh, he made it. Okay, you're still alive. I'm all over the place with these conversations, Patricia, but yes. A dark elf. What kind of limitations could we put on a dark elf living in Windhelm, presumably living in the Grey Quarter?
Huh? Thought I heard something.
I'll try and make it quick.
Oh!
Nice. Nope, nope, don't go that way, you guys. Don't go that way. Enmon, you silly man, use your weapons. Oh my god. He is disappointing me today, everybody. He is disappointing me. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and tank this. Get him.
This what you want? That it? At your best?
That was
Please,
fun.
open the door. I need to get out of here.
We could have a character who plays as, like, he originally is from Solstheim. And maybe he was, maybe he's part of one of the great houses of the Dunmer. And, maybe we could do, like, no armor, dagger only, Dark Brotherhood playthrough. That could be a thing. No armor, dagger only, high sneak, dark elf playthrough of the Dark Brotherhood. Could be a thing. I'll think on it. I'll think on it. Okay, here's our best friend Fiothra. This is Enmon's daughter. Welcome to the team, Fiothra.
Are you one of them? Please don't hurt me. Then it's true what they said. I'm touched by the gods. I've heard stories about the wonders of the great temple in Margaret, but I never dreamed that I would even get to see it. I am honored to be called for this duty. Please, lead on. Ah! Dead body!
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later. I'll pay you good. Don't lose it. No time to talk. Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
Mercy!
Did you see someone run past just now? Yes. How did you get there? I'm going to track down that thief and murder him. I'll rip your heart out! Just die!
Patricia says there was a dark elf in the game who was Morag tongue but left Morrowhood, joined the Thieves Guild because he was afraid the Dark Brotherhood would not accept him. Which is interesting because the Morag tongue is kind of like the assassination guild of the Dunmer.
Time to end this little game.
Get lost, friend.
This is a surprise.
Okay, Enmon. This is it, buddy. This is your chance to prove. Ah, he resisted courage. Crap. Someone's got a bow and they're just killing me. Someone is just rocking my world with their bow.
Victory or so rip you open.
Son of a bitch. I was really hoping Enmon... I was really hoping he wouldn't be useless once he perished, but apparently he is still useless. Fiotra. Well, at least you got your daddy back. Oh, and I think when you're a member of the cult of Bothia, there's like a sacrificial dagger found in her camp. Those particular daggers would be cool for my character to use, right? He's like a sneaky dual-wielding dagger guy who becomes a member of the Dark Brotherhood. Could be a thing. Could be a thing. I like the idea of the Dark Brotherhood, but I almost wonder if there's another way of getting to that point of joining the Dark Brotherhood. I mean, for roleplay purposes. Like, there's gotta be a reason, some quest gone wrong, a reason why my character joins the Dark Brotherhood. Not just because he gets recruited by Astrid. No, I'm trying to think of a reason. Are you effing serious? There's no carriage here in... Okay, we're stealing a horse. I'm not messing around with this shit. I'm not gonna run across the whole map. We're gonna steal. These horses are interesting because they're like named differently. Most horses are named just horse. These guys, Rorik Mare. That's awesome. Patricia says maybe he fails Brynjolf's test. Yeah. I'll think of it, but there's got to be a quest out there. I'm thinking... I mean, at some point while you're just playing the game, Oh, look at that. A random... Oh, I know what that is. When you're playing the game, there's a point where you just naturally get attacked by a Dark Brotherhood assassin. Usually it's what, Maven Blackbriar is the one who usually sends the assassin after you? Or it's presumed, or I guess we don't know. There's quite mystery to that. But the point is maybe it's one of those things where he tries to confront the Dark Brotherhood as to why a assassin was sent after him, but in order to get close to the Dark Brotherhood, he has to join them. I'll come up with something. I'll come up with something good, because another way of thinking about it is maybe he comes across a criminal that is so reprehensible, so evil, that he suddenly believes that, you know, he kind of loses his faith in humanity. And as a result of that, he kind of just falls into a nihilistic mindset where life has no meaning, and so life is all about just money and power, and maybe those kind of ideals draw him towards the Dark Brotherhood. Okay. Patricia says many of the Solstheim Dark Elves naturally hate the Empire. Joining the Dark Brotherhood, it ends with you, spoiler alert, it ends with you assassinating the Emperor of Tamriel. But your character would not know that in the beginning. Maybe the, in Iverstead, the Shroud Hearth Barrow in Iverstead, it features that one dude who is just like creeping on all the women of Iverstead and capturing them, and he's super creepy, and he definitely deserves what he gets by the end of that quest. But maybe that could be a catalyst that makes him...
Please stay away while you got that spell on you.
Wait, Iverstead? Wait, what's going on? Anyways, I'll think of something. This is something I like to do with my characters, by the way. I like to come up with backstories for the character, reasons, motivation.
Please stay away while you got that spell on you.
Son of a bitch, he won't let me ride his carriage because Enmon is part of our group. Where's your dad? Did your dad already die, hon?
Please stay away while you got that spell on you.
Okay, this is not... Okay, screw it. I mean, at this point, we might as well just ride to Iverstead. I think we lost Enmon. I think... It's a lot of trouble keeping Enmon alive. Let's go back and check on him. I know I shouldn't. I know we should just accept that Enmon is dead. Right? He's not with us anymore, right? We got his daughter, we got Roderick. Okay, screw it. We're gonna run to Iverstead. I know it seems like a long way, but I don't think it is. I wonder if we can go up and around the mountain. Yeah, maybe with a Dark Elf you could actually start the game in Solstheim, of your character living in Solstheim. You'd already be leveled up, so you wouldn't be like a level 1 character. But maybe you start in Solstheim, and the reason you flee Solstheim is because of Miraak taking over. And maybe your character just happens to be able to resist Miraak's power. Maybe you're Master Neloth's cook, you know? And from there, your character flees to Solstheim, or flees to Windhelm because of Miraak, and that's kind of where you can start your story. And maybe, like, you seek to gain power because you actually want to, you know that your family and friends back on the island are being affected by Miraak. So maybe your end goal is to find a way to return to Solstheim and take out Miraak eventually. But you have to start off as a nobody. Yeah, you could like start the game working on one of the temples deep into the island. And of course we'd be playing on survival. We would have the difficulty ramped up. Yeah, lots of options, huh? We got lots of options. Okay, there's Helgen. Okay, we're very close now. I think we lost Enmon, but honestly, you guys, sometimes when I'm playing these games, as much as I love Enmon, sometimes I get rid of him. Not, I don't get rid of him, but it's just so difficult to keep your thrall, your dead thrall, alive. And it's difficult because they just run off and they frickin' get slain by mud crabs or some other bullshit. I don't love it. So I hope you're happy, Fiotra. In one episode, we lost your dad as a living, breathing person, and then we lost your dad as a raised corpse. So this wasn't in the cards to keep Enmon alive. Oh, Patricia, you're saying a Dark Elf would be naturally curious about the College of Winterhold? Okay, interesting. Also, the girl who can be a follower is House Telvanni. Which girl is a follower? I assume you're talking about a female Dark Elf. Who's this guy? Who are you? Buddy. Who the hell are you?
Deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
Ah, he's a courier. Okay. In the College of Winterhold, the only follower I'm aware of is that Khajiit follower. The skinny one who lives next to Onmund. Drawing a blank on that one. Onmund. I'm even drawing a blank on Onmund for the moment. Are we talking about in Raven Rock? Is that what you're saying? Okay, we are going to go ahead and sleep for the night. Tomorrow morning, we will head off to go see Gunmar, who's just in a cave across the river. Onmund is the Nord in the college. Oh, okay, I do know of Onmund. So another student is of House Telvanni. Interesting. That is interesting. I wonder if I could do a couples playthrough, like my dark elf and that
Would you care to hear
student
me
are
play my
like
lute?
married, and they both fled to Windhelm.
If I were you, I'd... Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room.
No need to
Right
show me to
this
my
way.
room, buddy. Just gonna take a quick nap. Got a lot to do, we got a long way to go.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Please stay away while you got that spell on you.
They're still blaming me for having the spell, which is the undead. Oh, Enmon, buddy. Great to see you. Your eyes are open. He doesn't have that like purple glow about him, which signifies that he's like undead. You look like a living, breathing
That spell looks dangerous.
NPC.
Keep your distance.
Fiotra, there's your daddy.
I can't wait to learn from the priestesses.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Klimek?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Mind yourself. There's a vicious bear on the loose.
Okay, here's Gunmar.
Mind yourself. You there! Hold fast! I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims. Ithran needing someone else's help. Never thought I'd hear that. I'm afraid he's a few years too late. I've moved on. I have more important business to attend to. Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me so himself. What could he possibly need my help with? Vampires? That might change things. Tell me more about what's going on. By the 8. Alright, look. I'll consider it. But I can't just leave this bear to prey on more innocent people. Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Ithran expects of me.
Get away from me! Ah!
cave is gruesome. But once again, this is one of the reasons that I really like Skyrim. It's like just attention to detail. Like, did the bear drag in this thing, or no? People must have come in here looking for like a camping spot. Wait, what are you doing? Are you hiding? What are you doing, Fiotra? Alright, so Enmon is really not doing much. You are not helping at all, Enmon. I wonder if his previous like, the fact that he's an NPC and he's supposed to run away from danger, I wonder if that's still his, like, coding. I don't know. I have no idea how any of that works.
Don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my thanks. You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Isran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume. Of course he did. He's been working on that place for years now. Never lets anyone in. His own little fortress. Well, I guess I'll get to see what he's been up to all this time. I'll meet you there.
Okay, awesome. We're gonna head back to Fort Dawnguard. It's gonna take us a minute, but yeah, we're gonna head back to Fort Dawnguard, and then we're actually going to have a couple conversations while we're inside Fort Dawnguard. We're going to explore the fort itself, and there's like hidden rooms and training areas and chambers, so there's actually a lot going on in Fort Dawnguard. So yes, let us get on our way. We're gonna have to be booking it on foot, though. I do not have a horse. Not at this time. And yeah, Patricia, I'll look that up. I'll figure out who that college student is, because it might be interesting. I mean, there's a lot of ways you could play this. My character can be a cultist of Bothia. His wife could be a former student from the Mages College, both of them living in Solstheim until this whole Mirak situation happens. So then they flee from Mirak to Windhelm, where they live in the Grey Quarter with nothing. Like, I'd start them off with kind of no gold, clothes on their back, ebony mail. Yeah. But wait a minute, in order to join the Cult of Bothia, don't I have to be like at least level 30? That'll be a problem. That's why getting the ebony... Dude, I'm gonna get the ebony mail for this character. That's why getting the ebony mail is so annoying. You have to like build your character all the way up to level 30 before you can get it, which I just I don't have time for that.
Someone do something!
Who are you? Okay. Okay, Enmon. Let's see what Enmon does. What are you gonna do, buddy? Enmon?
Guess it's all
hold the sword out. Yeah, and like, how far into the College of Winterhold quest line do I have to go in order to get that female Dunmer House Telvanni follower, right? There's a lot of questions involved. I'll have to check it up. Lunacris says, "Heyo, what's good?" All of it. All of it is good. For today is my day off. I'm a little broke right now, but aren't we all? Aren't we all on a tight budget nowadays? I sure am. But it's okay, because it's my day off and I have plenty of food. And I got a couple beers in my refrigerator. So you know what? I'm doing great. Doing great. Playing my favorite game. Oh, who's this guy? Oh, shit. Who the hell are you? Get him, Roderick. Get him.
Real. Just a scratch.
Stop hitting my dog. Yeah, I guess 30 isn't that hard. What would I do to get to level 30? Well, I don't mind getting my... Guess I could get my alchemy and illusion up pretty high. I mean, I guess this current character we're playing with is level 29, and he hasn't really done much. As far as quests go, he's gotten the Dawnbreaker sword, and we've just barely started. He's done the Agent Amara quest, and we're just barely starting the Dawnguard quest. So, yeah, I think alchemy, also alteration. You know what I mean? If you go to Solitude and you blast the, I think alteration. Oh my god, Enmon! Enmon, buddy, I need you to use your sword.
Thank you.
That's so sad. That's so sad that he says thank you. Okay, I'm taking this. Taking the Forsworn sword. We're gonna go ahead and give you this glass mace. I know, I think I broke Enmon. I think I just frickin' broke him, which is such a shame. I screwed around. I've got mods going. I screwed around too much. Get up.
The gods! This can't be happening!
Okay, maybe that'll fix Enmon. I don't know. Anyways, if you shoot the Mage Light spell up the side of the mountain that connects to the City of Solitude, your alteration goes up really fast, which ends up being, you know, leveling up. So the guy in Shroudhearth Barrow and the Ratway. In the Ratway, are you talking about the peddler who has the key to the Pets of Skyrim rat character? Skeever, I mean. He's called like a beggar, and he has the key to the Skeever cage. Okay, I don't want to go that way. Yeah, I think I broke Enmon. Mostly because he's an NPC. I think anyone who's an NPC is just not going to be hostile in this game because of the mods I have on the game. And I don't necessarily want to switch the mods off because in my experience, turning major mods on and off just destroys the game. So yeah, really all I need to do is use some sort of hostile character as my dead thrall. It's not great for Fjotra, considering she loves her dad, but whatever. Oh, look at this, they're fighting a troll and a frickin' giant. That's awesome. The story here at this particular orc fortress is really interesting. We're not going to do it today, but it's a really interesting story. See, look, this orc would probably make an excellent thrall. Oh, I broke him, man. Oh, shit. Two trolls. There's now 2 trolls on the playing. Oh! 2 trolls. There's a goblin. What is going on? Get him. Oh look, Fjotra has her fists up. Are you gonna fight Fjotra? Oh no. I was hoping she was gonna fight. Okay, whatever. Let's get out of here. We got shit we gotta do. This is the best area to find canis root. See, everywhere has different types of plants, like the marshlands are the best place to find death bell. Canis root, it's this area. I think that this is the same assassin. I think this is the same assassin that attacked us on this very same road in the last episode. I didn't kill her, I just ran past her. Ooh, speaking of Death Bell, I will. My favorite potion is Death Bell, Canis Root, and Imp Stool. Lunacris says, I don't know why, but this game is giving vibes of... What did you say? Playing Resident Evil, or like God of War in first-person mode. Well, it's Skyrim for you. I do have a couple mods on here that make combat a little funner. Immersive movement is one of my favorite mods. I've played God of War, and I've dabbled in Resident Evil. One of the reasons I like Skyrim, and in extension, most Bethesda games, is I love the ability to create your own character, to name your own character, and to create your own like headcanon background and motivations for your character. And even though games like God of War and Resident Evil are excellent games, they don't give you that chance. You play as Kratos, or you play as, you know, whatever main character is in Resident Evil, which is not to say it's not going to be a good story, but it doesn't hit the same. I gotta be able to create my character, and I gotta be able to create my own background. Fallout. So, the Elder Scrolls games are kind of the best at that. Skyrim, Oblivion, and Morrowind are really excellent in creating your own character. The Fallout games are kind of good, but usually the background of your character is a little more defined. Even in Fallout 1 and 2, your character comes from a specific place. Vault 11... Wait, is it Vault 11? No, I think it's Vault 13 in the first game, or the city of Arroyo in the second game. But otherwise, you're kind of creating your own character. Fallout 3, you get to create your own character, but you have to play as the son of Liam Neeson, essentially. Fallout 4, you obviously have to play as one of the parents of Sean. The one Fallout game that gives you a completely blank background is going to be Fallout New Vegas, and that is why Fallout New Vegas is my favorite Fallout game. That was a long-winded way of saying Fallout New Vegas is my favorite, just so you guys know. What's your favorite Fallout game?
I'm warning you, back off.
Never should have come here.
Patricia says only actually ever played Fallout 4 a bit, but love watching New Vegas runs. What is killing? Oh. Oh no, I got rock joint. This is odd. I've already... Am I going crazy? Check out the beginning, the very beginning of this live stream. I've already picked up this Nern root. I've already picked it up. I promise you. Do they reset? I mean, I know that some plants do reset after a while, but I was under the impression that Nern root does not reset. Once you pick it, it's gone forever. Unless it's at that one particular farm where they grow Nern root. I'm not going crazy. I'm not going crazy. Patricia says they do reset the Nern root. Okay. There you go. I'm not going crazy, everybody. You know what else can't be planted? Tomatoes. For some reason I cannot plant tomatoes here in Skyrim, and that bothers me. Nope. Tomatoes and salt pile should be things I could be able to find naturally. Like, I should be able to, like, collect salt water from the ocean and cook it to create salt pile, you know, because you evaporate the water out. I should be able to maybe, like, mine right near on the beach. I should be able to, like, create salt pile. There should be a function in the game without using mods, because I know mods exist. But there should be a function where I can get more salt pile. And then there should also be a function where I can grow tomato. And maybe you could say, oh, well, you can't grow tomato all over Skyrim because it's too cold. I don't know. I think if they could grow tomatoes in England, where they have pretty brutal winters, they can grow tomatoes in Skyrim. Okay, here we go, everybody. Fort Dawnguard. Let's Let's really soak it in.
Yes?
All right, Isran. You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So, welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we?
That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
Okay, so Isran wants me to go have a conversation with him. We're not going to do that. No, we'll do that later. For now, I want to kind of explore the space. Fort Dawnguard. Now, if you play Elder Scrolls Online, there's actually quite a bit of lore revolving around Fort Dawnguard, I think.
That spell looks
From
dangerous.
what I
Keep your
understand,
distance.
and correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe we can find a book around here, but from what I understand is that the Jarl of Riften, way back in the day, hundreds of years ago, the Jarl of Riften, his son became a vampire. He was super ashamed about it, and his son was a bit of a killer. So what he ended up doing is he built this fort to contain his son.
Keep your distance.
And so his vampire son was living in this fort all alone, presumably maybe with servants, I don't know. And eventually he died? Ah, man. Is that the lore of this place or not? Don't remember. I don't remember. Now I know I could just go to like Skyrim Wikipedia and... Ew, what's that? Okay. I can go to Skyrim Wikipedia and read about it, but there's got to be a way to find out more about Fort Dawnguard from the NPCs and from perhaps books. Perhaps I can find some books somewhere around here. Oh, this is it. This is really the goal here, you guys. Oh my god, I love them. Vigilance, you're done. You're done, Vigilance. Go back home. Thank you. You know, actually, Vigilance, I do like you. Thank you for your service. You have served me well. It's time to get some real dogs. Armored dogs. Skulong and Brawn. Let's get Skulong for now. Skulong. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. So Patricia says, Florentius tells you more. Okay. We have not had an opportunity to meet up with Florentius, but we will soon enough. He's another person we go recruit. Just grab some of those. Okay. So let's go check out some of these hidden passages within Dead Drop Falls. Okay. Yeah, Patricia says if you adopt kids, you could sometimes leave a dog with them. I agree. I agree. In fact, that's the only way to, like, save a dog for later, because most of the time, Vigilance is now going to head all the way back to Markarth, which does not help me if I want to, like, grab him again. So the only other way to, like, you can get it, if you have kids, they'll request that the dog be adopted. But that's only if the child hasn't brought home their own pet. Sometimes the adopted children will bring home, like, foxes or bunnies, and they'll want that as a pet. If you've already accepted a pet like a fox or a bunny, then you won't be able to keep a dog. Okay, dead drop falls. Who is coming down here and lighting these braziers? Huh? Who's doing this? Maybe Isran? Okay, I guess so. These caverns are all just underneath Fort Dawnguard. Interesting. Yeah, I think I broke Enmon, and I think we're gonna have to give up the whole idea of having a dead thrall follow us around. I really wanted that thrall to be Enmon, but I think we've just ruined that for ourselves. So, my apologies, everybody. We may have to abandon that idea and come up with something else. But you know what that means? There is a positive to that. That means that we could possibly get Serana as a follower. Because the reason we were avoiding having Serana as my follower is because she also raises the dead, but when she raises the dead, they exist for 60 seconds, then they turn into an ash pile. If a dead person turns into an ash pile, not even the Staff of Worms can bring them back. So I guess because we were desperately trying to keep Enmon as my thrall, I was scared Serana would inadvertently, like, raise him from the dead, and then he would die within 60 seconds. Anyways, if we're going to abandon Enmon, Patricia's saying I can drop Enmon off at the Hall of the Dead. You are right. We're gonna drop Enmon off just like right here. Enmon, I can hear you moaning like a maniac. Where are you, buddy? Okay, there. Stop. Stop. You. So I can get rid of Enmon by just summoning a basic... Okay, This is interesting. I can sacrifice a friendly conjured or reanimated minion, of which Enmon is, to summon 2 Sundered Shades for 60 seconds. That's weird. Okay, this guy, the Undying Ghost, I can summon an Undying Ghost for 60 seconds. The ghost attributes are equal to twice the amount of magicka consumed. But it consumes all magicka when I do it. The cost is everything. Okay, let's just do a skeletal minion. If I summon a minion,
soon.
Enmon falls over dead.
Oh no!
But
by the gods, this can't be happening.
But at least he's like here. We know where his body is. We can always come back for him. And also, I didn't feel like taking him all the way to the Hall of the Dead. It's pretty far. We'd have to go to Riften. Does Riften even have a Hall of the Dead? I literally just never checked. Okay, screw it. We're gonna take on Serana as a follower. That means we're gonna get rid of Roderick. Roderick, you have been a really great friend.
Hello, friend.
You know what? I'm gonna let you.
Watch over you.
I'm gonna let you keep all of the gear you
What is it?
currently have.
I'm heading home if you need me.
Patricia says that there is a Hall of the Dead in Riften under the Temple of Mara, and there's a lady in there that gives you a quest. This is news to me. I've been playing Skyrim for over a decade. There's a quest giver underneath the Temple of Mara? I had no idea. Maybe we'll have to check that out at some point. Let's have a conversation with Isran.
This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again. I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen, before your friend here loses his patience. It's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me. The reason I was down there, and why I had the Elder Scroll. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it. It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun. Have vampires control the world. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll. I'm sorry. I had heard there were vampire hunters here. I thought they might want to know about a vampire plot to enslave the rest of the world. Was I wrong? Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
Why? Because of that story about the prophecy, about some vampire trying to put the sun out?
Do you actually believe any of that?
Who knows? Maybe it has a death wish. Maybe it's just insane.
I don't really care. It can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But, of course, neither of us can read it. Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your moth priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a moth priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Any idea how you're going to find a moth priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before you know, the College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit.
Okay, one quick pause here. She mentioned the College of Winterhold. So I'm pretty sure she's from like the Second Era, or is she from the First Era? She was locked up for thousands of years. Cyrodiil didn't even have an empire when she was locked up, but the College of Winterhold existed. Does the College of Winterhold predate the Cyrodiilic Empire? That is very interesting.
I mean, as much as anyone. Not a lot. You'd figure a couple hundred years locked away with one would have given me some insight, but no. Turns out you don't learn much from just sleeping with something. I guess so. That's a long story. I guess we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from? Exactly. The first vampire came from Molag Bal. She was not a willing subject, but she was still the first. Molag Bal is a powerful Daedric lord, and his will is made reality. For those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift, but they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust. The ceremony was degrading. Let's not revisit that. But we all took part in it. Not really wholesome family activity, but I guess it's something you do when you give yourselves to a Daedric lord. Well, you've met most of us. My father's not exactly the most stable, and eventually he drove my mother crazy with him. And it all ended with me being locked underground for who knows how long. It's definitely been a bad thing, on the whole. I will be. Just give me a little time.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed.
I kind of...
Be on your guard at all times.
I kind of hate
Avoid
Isran.
sleep if you can.
I think Isran is a very unlikable character. You know? But maybe he has some information for us.
Even with all my... The vampires will show us no mercy. They've proven that. Well, at least you're smart enough to want to learn more. I'll show you what I can. Only what I've heard. Back in the Second Era, the Jarl of Riften had a son. Adventurous type. Too much for his own good, it seems. Wound up turning into a vampire. The Jarl, unable to kill his own son, spent a fortune building this keep and hiring men to guard it. Their job was to keep the Jarl's son contained within. They took it seriously and served honorably. They were eventually forced to put him down. The Jarl banished them from the hold, but they stuck to their cause. Fought vampires wherever they found them. I aim to continue that mission. Stay alert.
Okay. Okay, well there you go. I guess we did learn about how the fort was built. I was right. Vampiric son. But I didn't realize then that the guards that were hired to guard the sun are the same that ended up forming the Dawnguard. Now, In the Elder Scrolls Online, which takes place in the Second Era, there's like another version of the Dawnguard. And so it kind of like changes that lore that we just learned from him. Bro. You're just gonna hang out here? Okay. But a lot of people who play Elder Scrolls do not necessarily take Elder Scrolls Online as canonical. Because Elder Scrolls Online has definitely changed around some of the canon. And I think what some of the problems there is that I don't know if it's Bethesda who's choosing to make those canonical changes, or if it's the actual people who make Elder Scrolls Online, which is ZeniMax. Is ZeniMax making the decisions, the lore decisions, and the story decisions for Elder Scrolls Online, or is it Bethesda and ZeniMax are simply the people who make the game itself, the gameplay and the mechanics therein? I have no idea. But it's generally accepted that Elder Scrolls Online is not canonical. Oh my god, you vampires are so dead. There's a very specific weapon. Oh, I've got rock joint. Oh no, I've got rock joint. That's fine. Let's do a cure disease. There we go. There's a very specific weapon you could get from Florentius. We haven't met Florentius yet, but there's a very awesome weapon you can get from him. And I intend to do that. It is very good at fighting the undead. So we'll get that weapon eventually. It takes a little bit of grinding in order to get the weapon, because you pick up these randomized quests from Florentius. And could be the first quest you do rewards you with this particular weapon, or could be the 20th. There's no way of knowing. But we'll get it. We will get it. We will. What we'll probably do once we're doing those specific quests for Florentius is we will turn off survival mode. That way I can fast travel, and we'll just like crack out as many of these like simple randomized fetch quests as possible until we get our special magical weapon. Okay. So we've got no Thrall. We've got Serana, we've got Skulong, and Fiothra. And we've got a mission. We need to find a moth priest. Awesome. Super excited. Anyways, you guys, I am planning on, I want to start doing a live stream, similar to what I'm doing here with Skyrim. I want to do a live stream of Fallout 4. And the particular part of Fallout 4 I'm interested in live streaming would be the Nuka World DLC. You guys ever played Nuka World DLC? It's freaking awesome. It's a lot of fun. The story is not nearly as in-depth and RPG-like as the Far Harbor DLC, but there's still a lot of fun things going on with Nuka World DLC. It's funny. It highlights all of the best parts of Fallout lore, which is the kind of like evilness of the corporations and how they just take advantage of the people. There's a lot of fun things. Nuka World itself as a corporation is just evil. You know, but in a funny way. God damn it, more vampires. Jeez Louise. Can I go one day without having to mess with vampires?
Where'd you come from?
Okay, I literally have the Dawnbreaker sword. You guys are not... Okay, run away, Fiothra. We need to pick up more Lunamoth wings. Ooh, a Nordic war axe? Oh my god, that looks awesome. Look at that thing. It's too heavy. My war axe is too heavy. It just looks so freaking cool. I guess I can drop the pickaxe. And that, there we go. Okay. Anyways, the reason I picked up this Nordic war axe, actually, let's look at this. So currently I have an ebony axe. 48 damage, but it has been, like, you know, smithed. The war axe is 34 damage, but it looks cool. Plus, my ebony axe only does 10 points of shock damage. At this point, my enchanting skill is much higher now than it was when I got this ebony war axe. So I bet I could get this Nordic war axe to have an even higher shock damage to it. Because the Dawnbreaker sword already gives fire damage. So we might as well do shock damage with the axe. That way I can slay them mages. Remember to always make sure you're not diseased. Oh, Lunamoth. You guys fighting? Lunamoth. Son of a bitch. Come here. There we go. Lunamoth wing mixed with all of this vampire dust I've been collecting will create some nice invisibility potions. Which I could either use or sell, but they will help in raising my alchemy. Going back to an idea that Patricia and I were discussing earlier about a dark elf joining the Dark Brotherhood, I'm thinking that it might be more interesting, and Patricia suggested this, it might be much more interesting to have a dark elf, you know, the same background, living in Solstheim, fled to Windhelm, but it might be more interesting to have the dark elf start as a member of the Thieves' Guild.
Nah, I don't think so.
Sorry, as a member of
Sure
the
thing.
Thieves' Guild.
It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right
and maybe at some point,
dangerous.
Because I feel like, as far as like lore goes, not lore, but role playing, I feel like there is a point where you could possibly transition from being a member of the Thieves' Guild to being a member of the Dark Brotherhood. Maybe when you're out being a thief, you accidentally slay someone, because thieves aren't really supposed to kill.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
So maybe you make a mistake, you kill a couple people,
wearing a dangerous spell,
and you get kicked out of the Thieves' Guild.
Helga, I like you, so I'm only going to say this one time. If you ever try and practice the Debellan arts with Hemming again, I'll make sure that pretty loses its beauty.
These people seem nervous.
He wasn't protesting.
Which makes me nervous.
Of course he wasn't, you stupid whore. He's a man. Now I'm not going to warn you again. Is that clear?
Very well.
Huh?
An interesting... Wait, get out of my way. Get the fuck out of my way. Go. Wait, that was an interesting...
That spell looks
Who are you,
dangerous.
Maven?
Keep your distance. What in the name of oblivion do you...
Maven Blackbriar, I don't know if you guys heard that in the background,
I don't
but
have time for idle
Maven
chit-chat.
Blackbriar
What is it?
was just threatening Helga to not use her Debellan arts
That spell
on
looks dangerous. Keep your
Hemming
distance.
Blackbriar. Interesting. And Helga, who I feel like everyone just bows down to Maven Blackbriar, but it kind of like sounded like Helga was like, all right, whatever.
That spell looks like it'll hurt.
Okay, just please. I'm starting to become frustrated now, you guys. I'm just trying to. Please, what do I need? Quicksilver, huh? Sir, do you have any Quicksilver on you?
That spell looks like it'll hurt. If you need any more smithing work, come see me again. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Nice.
If you need any more smithing work, come see me again.
Oh, look at that. You need Quicksilver to... Interesting. Okay. That's weird that you wouldn't use Refined Moonstone.
Please.
Okay, well that's it though.
temple before
That's
the force
it
will refine me
until...
again.
That's it for the day, everybody. I think I'm just done. I'm done. I've played Skyrim long enough. I'm never able to like play a video game all day. You know what I mean? I'm never able to just...
Take my advice. Don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor down in the ragged flagon.
I'm only ever able to play video games for like 2 hours, 3 hours, and then I'm just like done, you know? I need to walk my dogs, I need to make some food. Okay, so this is the Hall of the Vigilant below Riften that Patricia told us about. There's a dead Nord. Let's see what quest we can get from Alessandra.
Come to laugh at the grave tender? If you're trying to ask if I tend the Hall of the Dead alone, then the answer is yes. You think anyone around here is going to lift a shovel to help me? Guess again. Leave the dirty work to old Alessandra. Look, I didn't ask for this job. I got stuck with it thanks to my father. I'd like to make the journey to the Hall of the Dead in Windhelm and give my ceremonial dagger to Anders, the caretaker. I believe once it's interred with my father's remains, I'll be at peace with his memory. I hadn't asked you because I was afraid you'd say no. I appreciate your help. Here, I'm entrusting you with the dagger. Bring it to Anders and he'll take care of the rest. A priest of Arkay is entrusted with a ceremonial dagger once they've completed their training. It's usually given by the head priest who sanctified the ritual. In my case, the head priest happened to be my father. The thing is, I never wanted to follow in his footsteps. In some ways, I still don't. I had to, for honor's sake, but I had waited too long. My father died before he could see my training to completion. When I finally became a priest, they gave me the new High Priest's dagger, but I already owned my father's. So you see, I have to return it. It breaks tradition, and I need to tell him that I finally did what he wanted. My father was a priest of Arkay. All my life was spent around the dead, being forced to learn the proper burial rituals and prayers. I never had any friends. Who'd want to spend time with the weird little girl who hangs around dead people? So I grew up with a miserable trade. This is all I know how to do. Prepare and inter the deceased.
Patricia, you're
Be
saying
cautious. The pilgrimage to the shrine is not an easy one.
that... What's in there? Oh, the Temple of Mara.
Be
Okay.
careful.
So, she said that her father's in Windhelm. She 100% said the word Windhelm. But Patricia, you're saying he's actually in Whiterun? Let's see, it'll probably be a miscellaneous quest. Oh yeah, it says Whiterun right there. She physically said Windhelm. Interesting, right? Oh, Skyrim, never change. Anyways, you guys, I gotta bounce. I gotta eat some food. I gotta take my dogs on a walk. But it's been fun hanging out with all of you. It's been fun hanging out here in Skyrim. We accomplished a lot today. Not that much, but we did accomplish a few things. God, everyone just starts talking the moment you get near that frickin' marketplace. Anyways, in the next episode... we're going to find the Moth Priest. We're going to probably find Florentius. And we're going to start just really working with the Dawnguard. We'll probably keep Serana as a companion. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll see what we can handle. Anyways, you guys, thank you for joining us. Like and subscribe the video. Check out the Johnny Guitar channel. I know there's something there that you would enjoy. Remember, I also make videos of my doggies. So if you like dogs, Johnny Guitar channel is the place for you. And Patricia, thank you for popping in and joining us. I hope you have a great day today. I hope you get to do something fun. And from all of us here at the Johnny Guitar headquarters in Paris, France, thank you for watching Johnny Guitar, and we will see you next time we play Skyrim Anniversary Edition, New Dawn with Winterborn.